Hey guys, so today I'm going to be installing a paint protection film on this Lexus ES350. So I ordered this 3M paper. You can get it from eBay, Amazon, wherever you can find it. But they have different sizes basically for the part that you're installing it on. So in my case, I don't know if you guys can see it at an angle, but this is the hood piece and this is the side piece. You know, they all are in one, but you can see this line. So you have to cut it separate before installing. So this is the whole front kit. You know, I have a bunch in there. So the main thing that you need to do is to do a prep, make some solutions and things like that. So the two important thing that you're going to be using is the baby soap and 70% isopropyl alcohol, and of course you need some squeegee. Uh, my kit that came with this rubber squeegee. I highly recommend this type of material. Well, the first thing we need to do is prep the car. You want to make sure you clay the car because there can be a lot of contamination based on how old your car is. But I'm going to be using this garage paint cleaner clay. And for this, there are different things that you can use. They have this special solution, speed shine, that you can use. But this is kind of like a wax based, so I don't recommend using this if you're installing a film because you don't want any kind of contamination on there. You don't want any kind of wax. You know, you want to make sure you remove all the wax or anything that may be on the body. So I'm going to be using a solution for water, just regular water and soap. You know, I have these in these two bottles. So we're going to be spraying that on the front of the car. Before that, I already washed the car. You know, so you want to make sure you clean it, the area that you are installing the film. So I thoroughly washed it, get all the debris out before you even start the claying process. And now I think I'm ready to clay. So I'm not going to go over the clay process. You know, you can Google that or YouTube it if you're looking at it. But basically, you're spraying it and then you're just rubbing the clay on top. You know, so it's just picking up all the material. You know, you want to make sure you don't drop it. If you do drop it, don't use it because you're going to scratch up your car. So use a new clay and then just go over it like that. So that's the first process. So let me go ahead and clay this car and I'll come back. So to put the film, what I did was I sprayed the soap solution all over the car body, peeled off the sticker. Sorry I couldn't film it, but I peeled off the sticker and I laid this off, you know. And I just want to show you guys closer. I'm pretty sure peeling off and putting it on is not a big deal, but the main thing is how you want to align the edges. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to align it from one side and I'm going to go all the way on the other side, and you can see it's a little bit short from here. So this is stretchable material, so we're going to stretch it and then bring it to the corner. You can leave it a little bit more towards the edge, so you can turn this and make sure it sticks all the way around, which is completely fine, you know, however you guys want to do it, or you can go edge to edge, doesn't really matter. So with that, we're just gonna need a lot of patience. Make sure you use a lot of soapy water and tacky solution if you want it to stick to the body pretty good. And the reason it's holding right now is because I sprayed some tacky solution on the top, which is a mixture of alcohol and water and baby soap. And your slippery solution is just water and baby soap. So with that, just use a squeegee, and once I find the sweet spot, I'm going to start doing the squeegee part. So here I'm spraying the baby soap and the water solution, which is a slippery solution. And you may want to spray a lot and underneath and also on top, so you have that slipperiness. Also, if the weather is too hot, you may want to spray as much as you can. I'm doing it from top as well, so it kind of trickles down. And once you have enough slippery solution, that's when you want to move into getting the tacky solution ready. And the white bottle is the tacky solution. And as you can see now, I'm spraying a little bit tacky solution because now I'm going to be at a point where I'm going to be wanting it to get a stick. You know, you do not want to use a tacky solution until you're ready and aligned properly. So here I'm doing the other side, spraying some tacky solution on the other side since my alignment is good, because this is where I want the plastics to hold before I start the squeegee process. Just going to spray a little bit more right to the corner here, pull it up, and you can see once I pull it up, it kind of stays in place. So just make sure the alignment is good. And even with the tacky solution, you should be able to move it a little bit. That's the reason I added a little bit of baby shampoo in the tacky solution. Not a whole lot, not as much as in the soapy solution, but just a little bit. So I just want to confirm my alignment is good, and just verify all the sides look okay before you start using the squeegee. Just checking all the edges. Alright, so now I'm going to start the squeegee process. Guys, doesn't really matter how you use the squeegee. You can go up and down, you know. The technique is to get the water out either from either side. So I'm just trying to align it and trying to get the water. Now I'm not squeegeeing the entire thing, you know, I'm just using the side, so the entire thing is hold on to the right side of the car where I'm using my squeegee. So it's just going to hold the whole cover in place, you know. And this is the stretchable material, so once I have it stuck on one side, even though the other side might be a little bit short, I can still stretch it, and it won't get moved from the side. So we're going to go on the top side and spray some of this tacky solution, because now I think I'm ready to wanting it to get stuck to the body. So that's the reason I'm using the tacky solution. And just to spray plenty on the edge and spray underneath, because it's gonna trickle down. And just make sure your hands are clean, and you may have to come back and keep spraying depending on the weather you're in. If it's too hot, the water starts to get dried out, so just make sure you have enough slipperiness underneath. And now I think I'm gonna go ahead and continue my squeegee. So now I'm doing the same thing on the other side, just matching the edges and doing the squeegee process. You just have to be patient, guys. You know, don't rush in. Keep spraying on top. You know, you don't want to just use a dry squeegee on top of the plastic. You guys may want to use a heat gun if needed. In my case, I had to use it a little bit. I had some creases, so with a heat gun it does help. Alright guys, so you can see the film protection is installed and how it came out. Now one mistake I'm going to share with you guys is what I try to do is kind of leave a little bit room on this side so I can turn it over, but you really have to be careful what type of material you're using. So in my case, I believe the adhesive on the other side wasn't as good. I was using a 3M, so I was expected there got to be more, but see what happens. If I try to stick it, it does not stick unless you leave a lot and you're really making that curve. Don't leave a little bit like this, otherwise it's not going to come out perfect. So what I had to do was kind of like cut it, you know, with a blade, very careful, so I don't damage my paint. You know, it's literally invisible, you know, so I didn't care that I was cutting this, but I think that was better because I didn't want to leave any room, and then later on that thing pop up and leave air bubbles and peel it off, you know. So you can see the rest, there's no bubbles on there. Everything came out really nice. So that's the only thing I learned, you know. So try not to leave any room. You may want to leave it like this much, how I left it on this side, you know, just edge to edge. I think that's probably going to be the better way of doing it, but that's just a lesson that I learned. So on my next video I'm going to be doing headlights, so stay tuned. You can check out my channel and look out for the other video. Guys, if you like the video, please subscribe to my channel and like the video. Thank you.